Hey, welcome back to the channel. We're at a new location that I've been trying to get into for the past few months. There was a controlled deer hunt back here to thin out the herd, so they didn't want anybody else back here. It's actually fairly close to the runways at Kansas City International Airport, so you may hear planes from time to time really badly because we're actually on the south end of the north-south runways, and they're landing that way today, unfortunately. But hey, can't choose when you get out, when you're doing it the way I'm doing it. Like I said, we're at a new location. We're gonna check this place out, and I'm gonna show you how I use an application called Gaia GPS to log my hikes, as well as where possible compositions are for future reference. So like if I see something that I think might be better in the fall, the spring, or just a different quality of light, I know where it is, I can get there pretty fast. So I'm going to give you guys the inside scoop as to how I use that application to record compositions that I want to go back to. So let's get looking. So Shelly and I are walking along, and we both noticed this at the same time, these trees with fungus growing off of them. And Shelly got in, took some photos of it, and I was walking around just checking it. Got my picture with my GPS coordinates on Gaia so that I can come back in what I'm hoping is better light. And as I'm looking at it again, I noticed that there's some snow left on top of the fungus that is actually melting as I'm watching it. So I'm like, that's kind of an interest to me, so it kind of gives a point in time, a reference, and a seasonal thing, because otherwise it's just a fungus on the side of a tree in the winter with no real interest on it. So I decided to get the tripod out and make a photograph of that. And I'm starting to notice that in this one area, there's a lot of different little things that would make some good intimate compositions. So this is definitely a place that I can come back to, making for a great walk. A little bit muddy. And if you noticed earlier, I've got two tripods on my back. That's because Shelly doesn't carry her tripod. I'm a mule. We'll talk to you in a little bit.
Well, you know, I got some good feedback from the last time I was on the channel, so I thought, what the heck? I'd come in on occasion and kind of show, you know, what I do when I go out with him. I don't go out with him all the time because, frankly, I'm not a morning person and I don't really like getting up before the sun, so on those shoots you probably won't see me, but on days like this, probably I might stop in it from time to time. So if you've never seen a locust tree, these are crazy. They have thorns that are like 18 inches long in places, and they go all the way from bottom to top of the tree, and they are just ridiculous. I happen to notice this because there's a little tiny bird nest up there, and don't ask me how a bird can even get in there. I'm sure it must be a tiny bird, but somehow they get into that nest. It's just amazing to me. And I just thought, you know, some of you are overseas, you may never have seen a tree with all these thorns like this. And I just thought we'd share it with you because this is just ridiculous. I've been going through here and shooting some macro shots, which Craig may show some of those. It's really great for that kind of thing because it's just really menacing looking with all these thorns. These thorns used to be used by the Native Americans to, you know, for spears and things like that to hunt rabbits and things. So they kind of have an interesting history too. So there you have it. Thanks.
It's getting a little cold, so Shelly and I are going to call it a day here at this new location. And hopefully I gave you some insight on how I use the Gaia app on my phone in the field when exploring a new location and finding compositions. I found quite a few back here today. I tagged them, and I saw some other ones that I didn't tag because I just couldn't get quite close enough. At one point the trail went steep up and it was kind of slick going up that, and I'm not kidding when I say I thought I was gonna fall coming back down. So I'm glad I decided to turn around when I got up to the top because it was a place where the trail actually forked, and you're supposed to be out of here by dusk, and I think we would have been cutting it pretty tight if I would have tried to go any farther. So we got a good walk in. I'm pretty sure that I got one composition that I'm happy with, as well as I found several other places. Plus I found a really cool place not too far from the house that I can go walking, and it doesn't seem to be overrun with people. There is one hazard on these trails other than the ice: horse poop. And lots of it. So luckily we were able to avoid the landmines as they are, and neither of us got covered in it, because that would have been bad. So if you haven't yet done so and you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, and a few people haven't, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ding the bell for future notifications when I release videos. Not sure where we're going to be next, but I'm looking forward to the next outing. We'll see you again next time, and thank you for watching.